the cellular mobile radio system, introduction to the cellular mobile system. So there we know about what is the cell, that is having the hexagonal shape. Why we can prefer hexagonal shape only means it's covered the total area, coverage area. That's why we can give the preference for hexagonal shape for cell. Why don't you go for the circle, rectangular, square shape, all those things means there it's not covered some minor areas. Majorly it covers in the hexagonal shape only. Next, coming to the point, for every cell it's having nearer one base station. So that is the simple communication process for the cell mobile system. So in this communication we can take the nearest distance only. So what is the nearest distance? For example, we can take Kavali to Madhurpadu or Kavali to Nellore or Kavali to Ongole. Likewise, our town area from Kavali to nearer areas we can consider. Simply that is the some nearest distance or short distance only. Suppose for example we can take for longest distance. So for that cases we can take this communication process. For this communication process, longest distances we have to take, this is one network. So this network we can call as the cell network. How we define this cell network means when the combining of two or more number of the cell connected each other in a single network, that we can call as mobile network or cell network. So for this cell network, nearly it's having one base station. For that base station, nearly you having the mobile telephone switching office. M for mobile, T for telephone, S for switching office. So one mobile telephone switching office. For that office, nearer it's having the telephone central office. So this telephone central office, it is considered for landline either cell network, whatever it may be. It's having the basic requirement for communication to mobile or cell to landline, likewise anyone. So for that it requires one base station, mobile station or mobile switching office and central office. So this is for longest distance, this is the communication process. So this for longest distance communication process, we can take the example for outside of the country. So you can take any two countries, from one country to another country it will take the ISD call, and here the communication process going through the base station and mobile telephone switching office through this central office. So from this India central office connected to the USA central office, telephone central office, then it will be communicated to the USA mobile telephone switching office, and it is communicated to the USA base station, and it is connected to the USA cell. Okay, so likewise we can consider the communication longest distance process. Next, already we know the cell shape. What is the some definitions yesterday we discussed? What are that? Here one hexagonal cell is there, another hexagonal cell is there, where the signals are coming from this cell 1 to cell 2. It travels from each other at the time it's having some interference, that we can call as interference cell. So the signals from crosses from one cell to another cell, at the time the interference will be occurs, that we can call as the interference cell. Next, what is the another concept? Handoff concept, where one cell to another cell move from, not signals here, cell only. The cell move from one place to another place, that happens handoff. At the time happens handoff. Clear, ma? the cell moves from one place to another place when both are each other nearer places only. At the time the handoff will be occur. So that is one concept. Another one is the frequency reuse concept. Whereas take this cell and this cell. So here the frequency signal we are using 100 Hz and here also we are using 100 Hz. So that means we are using here same frequency from this cell to this cell, likewise from cell A to or cell B. So this we can call as frequency reuse concept. Clear all of you? Frequency reuse concept. So this is when the cell having both or each other at the time it will be happens. Next, for cell network mainly required or mainly you have to remember simply some definitions. What are that? First one is the see here, for basic cellular system we have to know some subsystems. So that means simply I said communication process only. Okay, for communication process it require mainly base station. So what is cell? Simple definition: each cellular surface area is divided into a small region that called as cell. So simply you remember what is the geographic coverage area, that we can call as the cell. That's all. So these are the terminology you are using in this mobile communication system for your exam point of view, or simply you can remember likewise. Okay, so another term is the base station. So the base station, it provides the interaction between the communication between the base station to the mobile station, that is the base station. And another one is the mobile telephone switching office or mobile switching center. So these both are same. So this mobile switching center here, where the cell is coming from one place to another place, the signals are received or transmitting. In this case it will be transmitting and receiving. So that means what, we have to connected the, if it is the incoming signal we can connect it incoming call only. If it is the outgoing call we can connect it for outgoing call only. Likewise we can control the switch. Okay. So that is the mobile telephone switching office. So another one is the connections. Whereas the connections, you remember what are the connections? These are cell, base station, mobile telephone switching office and central office. So these are the important terms in your cellular mobile system for basic requirements also. Okay, next one. What are the operational channels you having? So see here, if you want to activate the channels, so that means the mobile phone, we having one mobile phone is there. So for that mobile phone it will be connected to the another mobile. How we can consider? So for that communication it requires operational channels. So that operational channels we having basically 4 types. What are that? First one is the forward voice channel, reverse voice channel, and forward control channel. Another one is the reverse control channel. Okay, for communicating from one cell to the another cell, we can activate 4 channels. What are the 4 channels? Forward voice channel, reverse voice channel, forward control channel and reverse control channel. Remember all of you, 4 channels only. But what are the basic terms in our communication process? Base station, mobile station, or mobile telephone switching office and center office. Okay, these terms are you have to remember why, because of repeated terms in this system only. Okay ma. Next, what is forward voice channel? Basically it is used for transmitting only. Forwarding simply you remember for transmitter channel, transmission from base station to the mobile station. Okay, we can forward the signals from one place to another place or from one cell to another cell. Another one is the reverse voice channel. So reverse voice channel is what? Simply reverse of the forward. So there we can transmit the from base to mobile, base station to mobile station. Here reverse is mobile station to base station. Here that means you have to remember here we can transfer the we can forward the channel base station to mobile station means you remember that is the outgoing call. Okay, so we can when we can call to another person, we can transmit the signals from that. There other person is received the signals, so then again they reverse, they forward to signals. So that is the reverse voice channel. So that means that is the transmission of the signals from mobile station to the base station. Clear all of you? You just remember here, this is outgoing call, this is incoming call. Likewise. Next, forward control channel. So forward control channel means it is a generally we can control the activation of the call only. Generally we can control the activation call. So that activation call we can consider, whereas transmission the from base station to the mobile station only. Okay ma, don't confuse here. The forward control channel, previously we can take forward voice channel. So voice channel means we can transmit from base station to the mobile station. Forward control channel means we are using the controlling activity of the cell. That means control activity of the call. Suppose we want to call any person. At the same time, some person are trying about our calls only, our mobile only. At the time, what we can do in our mobile settings, we can convert divert call or wait or something. So at that time, they divert the call only. So that means the channel will be controlling for diversion. Clear all of you? So then it will be easily controlling, it will be divert the call, or some people are for unknown numbers or some any nuisance numbers, at the time they control the block list only. Likewise we can control the channel. So that is the forward control channel. And reverse control channel, simply opposite of that. So that reverse process is that we can consider from mobile station to base station. Here controlling from base station to mobile station. So these are 4 types, or we can consider operational channels. Clear all of you? Forward voice channel and reverse voice channel, forward control channel, reverse control channel. So because of this controlling effect, we don't have any disturbances. We don't have any unused calls. We don't have attempt to any unused calls. Likewise. Okay. Next. Performance criteria. What is performance criteria? Here, for cellular mobile system, it performs the system mainly it requires three specific performances. What are that? First one is the voice quality, and another one is the coverage service quality, and third one is the special features. These three are the performance criteria. Okay, so here the performance criteria, first one we can take voice quality. Voice quality, if we can make a call for any person like your friend or your ma'am or sir or your relatives or your brother, sister, cousin, any persons, any other persons, at that time sometimes if the signals are weak, at that time what will happen? We cannot receive the call from other persons, other side also. So that means what? It requires voice quality. Sometimes disturbance is there. Outside voice, sorry, I am unable to hear your voice. Please check your phone or take any signal area only. Likewise, we can say something. Why? Because of if the voice quality is not good, we can't receive their words, we can't receive their communication, we can't receive their conversation. Likewise, so that's why we will be maintaining the voice quality. So it is very hard to judge without subjective test for users' opinions. So this is the concept of this voice quality. Okay. If you want a notes, I will give the material. No need to worry about that. Next, that the second quality is the service quality. Service quality. So where this service quality also requires some sub parameters. What are that? One is the coverage, another one is the required grade of service, another one is the number of dropped calls. These three are mainly you will remember here. So first one is the voice quality, another one is the service quality. So in voice quality you remember the user's voice only. So here service quality you can take what is the coverage area. So the coverage area, see how we can cover that area, I will show in your figure. See, this is our Kavali area. From this cell to coming to here edge of the cell. So how many distance? Suppose for example we can take the long distance from Kavali to Nellore. So Kavali to Nellore, if the signals are clear, there is no problem. If the voice is quality, there is no problem. If the service is good, that means this coverage area covered with base station, mobile station, central office, then only the service will be good. Or otherwise, if central office is not there and switching center is not there, only base station is there. So it receives the signals, but from that base station, how can they transfer to the mobile switching office? So there is some difficulties is there. So for that nearest place, there is no office, switching office. At that time, the service quality will be disturbed. Clear, ma'am? See, so that is the coverage. So the coverage, service quality, in that first we can take the coverage. So it covers the nearest area of the cells from one cell to another cell. It covers 100%, then only there is no problem. So that service will be good. So the transmitted power, when it is the some weak spots is there, at that time it will not give the sufficient signals for the other cells. So at that time it will make a problem. So likewise, when it was covered 100% of the area, at that time there is no problem. Next, required grade of service. So what is the grade of the service means? Generally we can take a paper for writing any exam. In your exam, how you write the exam? From top to bottom you can't write that. Why? Because of you can take the margins from 2.5 inches. After margin you will leave some space and you can start your answer. You can put some heading and write down the answers likewise. So that means what? You have to maintain some quality, some margins only. So here we can maintain grade of the service means we have to maintain the probability of the system service. So it's specified the initiating calls. Suppose you want to make a call any person. At that time the other side phone is very busy. So how you consider? Again you wait some time, again you will retry the call. Okay, so that at the time also again it will be busy. So how you consider? Again some more time you will take, again you will try for your friend. So likewise you can take that. If it is the good relation, there is no problem. If it is the any nuisance call, you can leave that call and you can go for another call likewise. So one by one it will be coming your calls only. So at that time sometimes busy hours, that busy hours when in your important person is there, so at that time you can hold that call, again another phone you can lift that. So this all process you can consider by using the settings only. In your mobile settings you can use that. So where the average calls, you can consider that the basic required system in the mobile communication system, that is the coverage area and what are the transmitting calls and the receiving calls. So transmission and receiving calls means incoming calls and outgoing calls. So that we can consider the service quality, where some people have dropped the calls, number of dropped calls. So like X person call, Y person call you and Z person call you. So many members are called line by line. How you consider your call, receiving call? One by one you will consider, or you will take important person is first preference and the second person is the another important person. Likewise you can give the preference, or sometimes you will drop that calls also. If it is not important for you, at that time what you can say? Drop that calls. So that we can consider number of the dropped calls. Next, special features. So the special features are possible in this system, that are what are the different features we having that? In that different features we having the special features. What are that means? Call forwarding, call waiting, voice store box, automatic roaming, short message service, multimedia service, push to talk, or navigation services. However, sometimes the customers have to pay extra charges to these special services. See, here we having some features without paying money. What are that? SMS. There is no cost while your talk time, and they given some messages are free, like 100 messages likewise. Wherever you go outside of the station, outside of the state, station means out of state, at the time roaming charges is there. Okay, suppose in olden days we don't have any WhatsApp. At that time we are using multimedia service. So that means we want to send any images through your phone. So then we are using MMS service. That means multimedia service. Like image and video, both audio and video, both are possible in olden days. That is in MMS. Next, voice stored box. Voice stored box means sometimes some busy people are not lift the phone. At the time we have to give the information through our voice. So that is the voice stored box. So locally sometimes it will not charge us if it is any other international call. At that time it's having some charges. So that is the special feature. And call forwarding, call waiting, both are normal features only. Call forwarding means what? Like what I said previously. If you are busy, another call you can forward, or you can divert, or call waiting likewise. So these are the normal features only. Next, push to talk. Sometimes you can hold that and we can talk. And navigation services. In your mobile phone, if you want to give the settings, it is the navigator. So likewise we can give the special features. So these all belongs to in your performance criteria. Okay, clear all of you? So today what I discussed, why we can give the preference of cell shape. For any cell, it's having near a base station, and cell network for communication process we can consider cell to base station to mobile station, or mobile switching office to central office. For longest distance it's having one cell network. For that cell network having one base station. For that base station having one mobile telephone switching office. For that telephone central office. This is the longest distance communication. And what are the important terms you have to remember in cellular mobile system? Mobile station, base station, mobile telephone switching office, and connection. So cell is the geographic coverage area, we can call the cell. Mobile station means we can communicate the base station to the mobile station. So that is one user to the another user, and base station means it provides between the communication between the base station to the mobile telephone switching office. So connections means it will be connected to each other from base station to mobile station to central office. Operational channels, we having the forward voice channel and the reverse voice channel. So forward voice channel, you will remember the voice transmission from base station to mobile station. Reverse voice channel means opposite of this, mobile station to base station. Whereas forward control channel, it is the controlling the channel from base to mobile station, and reverse control channel means controlling the channel from mobile station to base station. Performance criteria. For this it requires the specific performances, voice quality, service quality, special features. In that voice quality means we can take this example only. So like channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4 likewise. So different channels areas are there for that, from say cell 1 to cell 2, cell 2 to cell 3 likewise. So from 1 to 2 it will be nearest distance, there is no problem, and 1 to 5 it's having some long distance, it's having some disturbances. These all are communicated in our system, cellular system. So if it is the communication is good, at that time we will be maintaining the voice quality. Service quality, for service quality basically require some important parameters. What are that? Coverage, required grade of service, number of dropped calls. So if you want to drop any calls, meanwhile while you are talking that another person's, at the time you can drop that call, you can continue your call. If you want to take the any diversion calls, at the time also you can take that. So the signals areas covered 100% at the time there is covered, so it will give the good service of the call. So special features are you having like SMS, MMS, PDT or VSO, call forwarding, call waiting, navigation, all those things are considered the special features.